Solve the congruence. 5x is congruent to 8 mod 17. To check if there's a solution, we have to see that the GCD of 5 and 17 divides 8, which the GCD of 5 and 17 is 1, and 1 divides 8. So we know there's going to be a solution. So we have to first find the multiplicative inverse by solving the congruence relation 5x congruent to 1 mod 17. And for this, we'll be using Euclid's algorithm to solve it. So we do 17 is equal to 5 times 3 plus 2. And then 5 is equal to 2 times 2 plus 1. And 2 is 1 times 2 plus 0. Okay. So now we can solve for the numbers out here. This means that 2 is equal to 17 minus 5 times 3. And then this means 1 is equal to 5 minus 2 times 2. So now we just work backwards. So we know 1 is equal to 5 minus 2 times 2, but 2 is 17 minus 5 times 3. And then we'll just distribute, so we have 5 minus, and then we have 2 times 17. So we can think of that as 17 times 2. And then we have negative 5 times 3 times 2. So the two negatives will make it positive, and then we have, we'll multiply the 3 by 2 instead of the 5 because I want to have the 17 and the 5 by themselves. So I'm going to keep the 5 and 17s in here. So then we have 5 and then 6 copies of 5, so that's going to be a total of 7 copies of 5, and we have minus 2 copies of 17. So then we see that 7 goes with the x, so 7 is the multiplicative inverse of 5 mod 17. Okay, so what we do next is we go back to the original here, and we'll just multiply both sides by the multiplicative inverse that we found, which in this case was 7. So we'll multiply this by 7 and this by 7. So 7 times 5x is 35x, which we know because they're multiplicative inverses, this is just going to be x. And then 7 times 8 is 56, and we do mod 17. So now we're just going to figure out, okay, what is the remainder? We're going to take 56 and divide it by 17. So 56 divided by 17 is 3. And then to find the remainder, that will equal 5. So that's going to be x congruent to 5 mod 17. And so to answer the question, obviously x has to equal 5 here, because what is 5 mod 17? That's 5. So the final answer is x equals 5.